very slow. Not on the time. So how many students? Oh, online is increasing every day. On-site students are decreasing day by day. That's a good symptom actually. And you will also do all the programs.
So 8 are here on site.
On-site 8, on online 24. A services be online. Is also on online. Okay, good. No problem. Whatever is comfortable. So based upon that you attend till vacation. And so that you should not be sick and so that your health will be good. So that is the intention. Don't cheat, actually. Whom we can cheat? We can cheat at maximum, we can cheat ourselves. It means coming online and not attending. So not hearing. It is only individual loss. Okay, no problem. So whatever is convenient till vacation, so you can attend. But camera you can on. All students they can put on their camera so that I can see. That is a benefit for you only because so that I can wake you up if you are sleeping. So in the last class, we were discussing about yes, what is the discussion? So who is going to say? Shall I ask? Manjari Mataji, tell me what was the last class discussion? Do you want to say yes or no? No. Manjari Mataji. No. Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Pranam.
Yes. Yes, Mataji. Pranam Mataji.
So,
Shall I open that picture so that you can say easily? If you want, I can open.
last class we were discussing how Vastu is described in the 4 Sandarbhas and what is the form of Vastu.
Yeah, Sambandhi, that is a Vastu.
Yes. And we looked at how Vyasadeva says Vastavam Vastu. And Swami is saying, so in Vastavam Vastu verse, we discussed to establish Sambandhi in a general way, not directly.
Yeah.
And we had to investigate what specifically is Vastu. And then based on Swami's 1 to 11, we looked at how Vastu is Tattva, which is the learned call Advaya Jnanam.
Yes.
So we agreed that Vyas and Sutta Goswami tell about the same object.
Yes.
And we understood how Jnanam is pure consciousness.
Yes.
And Jiva Goswami says to show Vastu is Advayam. Advayam Swayam Sita Tadrisha Atadrisha Tattva Antara Abhava.
Yeah, that is already said by Sutta Goswami, Advayam. So he is defining. So why? Yeah. Yes, please. Carry on.
So he's saying how Swayam Sita means self-accomplished, and this Tadisha means similar and dissimilar, and Abhava means absent. So there is no other type of similar or dissimilar to it, and it's self-accomplished. So Vastu is alone.
Yes.
And there were other reasons to state that Vastu is Advayam. We raised out that there are so many Vastus, Jivas, different objects.
Yes.
The answer was, but they are not Swayam Sita.
Yes.
So that's the difference. And then we discussed how Vastu is dependent only on his energies.
Yes.
Like chair is dependent on a carpenter, you were mentioning.
Yes.
And then Jiva Goswami said how Vastu is said to be Tattvam. Vastu is the supreme goal of humanity, Paramapurushartha.
Yeah.
Supreme goal means it should be full of bliss, because otherwise it
Yes.
can't be the goal. Everyone wants
Yeah.
happiness, so everyone
Yes.
is searching for happiness.
Yes. Yes.
Temporary object cannot be kept as goal. The supreme
Yes.
goal has to be eternal. So Vastu is eternal. So this was our conclusion, that Vastu is full of bliss and is eternal.
Yes. Yes. And we can say Vastu is eternal also, because
Then we went on to the different qualities. The colors are temporary. This was the Purva Pakshi projection, that form is temporary. So how to understand it's not. And
Yes.
about this, we looked at a verse from the Bhagavatam 12, 13, 12.
Yes.
And here, we went through 10, 11, 12 to come to the conclusion how Vastu is Jnana and Advayam is Nityam. And here we Sarva Vedanta Saram is the essence of all Upanishads. This object Vastu is being spoken about in the Bhagavatam. And it is having different lakshanas. And this is where we ended the class. We just listed the lakshanas and you were going to elaborate on this. And the lakshanas were Brahma, Atma, Tattva Lakshanam, that the absolute truth is from the soul, which means Adva, and Kaivalyaika Prayojanam, its goal is exclusive devotional service.
Yes. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So we'll continue our discussion further from here.
Prabhu, before
Yes, Maharaj. Sorry, Maharaj.
Pranams. I was just noticing this word kshanikam eva jnanam.
Yes, Maharaj.
This is a Buddhist vada, kshanika vada.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking this could be that Jiva Goswami is introducing the Buddhist idea in order to refute it.
Yes.
But how he's refuting is going to be a longer project. He's not exactly refuting here, because the question came up yesterday. So how is this verse Sarva Vedanta Saram and so on? How is it actually addressing that Purva Paksha?
Maharaj, how it is? I'm not able to hear. Last sentence. How this works?
The question came up yesterday. How is this verse Sarva Vedanta Sara Yat? How is it addressing Kshanika Jnanam?
Yes.
And what it seems to me is that it's not meant to be a refutation as such. It's not an argumentation against Kshanika Vada. The context is, what is the Bhagavatam? The Bhagavatam subject is Advaya Jnanam.
Yes.
And he's simply asserting that. He's not making an argument as such. But what he is doing is he's moving from the Buddhist position of Shunyavada to Ekavada. There is oneness. From zero, there is one. So he's taking the step that Shankaracharya took, because all the quotes after this verse are these non-dualist quotes. He's emphasizing non-dualism here to move from Shunyavada to Advaitavada in a sense. And of course, then he's going to move on from that to elaborate what exactly is Advaya Jnana.
Yeah. Yes, Maharaj. So knowledge is kshanikam. That means it is temporary. This opinion is there with the Nayayikas also. They are also accept the initially. So if you see any object and the knowledge whatever received from that object by that means if I see pen, this is pen. This knowledge is received. So Nayayikas also accept in the Ditya Kshana, it will be collapsed, it is finished. And after that, Smriti will be formed, Samskara will be formed. So that's why they have the Samskara is another guna actually. They accept Samskara. So in the philosophy of uh, Nayayikas also, we are seeing the knowledge is Kshanikam. And even in the Buddhist, so they have the four kinds of the major philosophies are there. Of course, many are there, but we majorly four. In one that's Kshanikavada. That means this whole uh, material world is just is out of the uh, just imagination. Whatever we think in our mind, that is there in front of us. Instead of the taking the another way, they say this is a more Vijnanavada. This is also say we Vijnanavada in the cast. So according to them also, this is Kshanika, but I am not so exactly clear about these four branches of Buddhist philosophy because I am not thorough in that. And Kshanikavada is also is one of that four branches. And here just Purupakshi is raising the objection. So according to our knowledge, so knowledge is only temporary, but you are saying it is eternal. And also it is Advayam, Nityam Gnanam. So you are saying Advayam Nityam. So how it is? How it is? They are just it is asked actually. So Jiva Goswami is taking that end only in explanation end only, not that the refuting of their philosophy that is not there in this. So, that kind of arguments he didn't raised, and also he didn't solve those. Like in the previously in the Advaitins, so we have seen the refutation of their Pratibimbavada and Parichedavada. In that way, he is not doing here. Just he is elaborately explaining how it is possible. That means knowledge is simultaneously is eternal and also it is Advayam. That point based upon this Srimad Bhagavatam sloka. And so here in this sloka, that vastu which is discussed in the Srimad Bhagavatam is having the primarily this kind of characteristics. In the sloka, if you see, so we are seeing that Sarva Vedanta Saram, Brahmatmaikatva Lakshanam, Kaivalyaika Prayojanam, Advitiyam Vastu. So Vastu, that is a Paramartha Bhuta Vastu, ultimate goal, that is Advitiyam, that is Kaivalyaika Prayojanam, and also that is Brahmatmaikatva Lakshanam and Sarva Vedanta Saram. Based upon these characteristics of this Vastu, so now we are going to establish that ultimate object, that is Advayam and also Nityam. That we are going to do. Because according to us, what is ultimate pramana? According to us, Srimad Bhagavatam is the ultimate pramana. So that's why we don't need to bother about the other schools, whatever they have belief. I mean, they might be believing in the various other pramanas, and based upon that, so they may ask us. But we already established Srimad Bhagavatam as ultimate. So whatever we want to establish, we establish from the Srimad Bhagavatam. And that Srimad Bhagavatam is saying Advayam, that Vastu is Advayam. That's all. We have to take it for granted. Because we did enough work to defeat the to establish Srimad Bhagavatam as a supreme pramana. Then we will use the results. We will use that fruit. We'll just now we will use the benefit of that. And that's why we are not going to see their logical arguments. So there so many arguments they might present. So that is not at all interested actually. Jiva Goswami also saying, so in this book actually the Sandarbhas, he is not going to elaborate so much about the Purupakshis things. So Purvapakshi's ideas, and one by one each idea he is not going to do, but he did only little bit in the previous Anuchedas about the Pratibhimbavada and Parichedvada, but we are not going to see such a detailed refuting of the Purvapakshi. With that means for that refutation, so he is not going to elaborate their arguments. That is not there actually, and that's why we are simply to answer the opponent's question. We completely follow the emperor pramana. That emperor pramana is saying this vastu is advitiyam, and that vastu is sarva vedanta saram, and that vastu is brahmatmaika aikatva lakshanam and kaivalyaika prayojanam. So that's right. These things we will elaborate now. What is the meaning of sarva? First one is brahmatmaikatva lakshanam. That wills brahmatmaikatva lakshanam. This is the visheshana for the vastu. What it means? Brahmatmaikatva lakshanam. If we expand this compound word, Brahma Atma Ekatva Lakshanam means Ekatvam. Ekatvam means what you should take? The similarity. Similarity between whom? Between the Brahman and Atma. That similarity is Lakshanam for whom? That is the Vastu. And that Vastu is discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Getting Nam Sankirtan Prabhu? Yeah. Sorry. Why this is- Brahmatmaikatva. Brahmatmaikatva lakshanam. That means, what is the meaning of this? Brahma or Atma. Atma means Jivatma. Brahma and Jivatma. That means Brahma Jivatmanoho. That means Ekatvam. Ekatvam means similarity. Similarity between whom? Between the Jivatma and between Jivatma and Brahman. Between Jivatma and Brahman, Jivatma and Brahman, this similarity between Jiva is the Lakshana. This is Lakshana. Is a Lakshana or is a characteristic? Is a Lakshana to whom? To whom? So he is what? He is Vastu. He is the Vastu, or yeah, he is the Vastu. And Tannishtam. This Vastu is Tannishtam Srimad Bhagavatam. What is said in the sloka? Tannishtam idam. So was Advitiyam Tannishtam idam. If you say Tannishtam, this was that kind of Vastunishtam is Srimad Bhagavatam. That means Srimad Bhagavatam teaches about this Vastu. Teaches about this Vastu. Tannishtam means Srimad Bhagavatam. That means Tannishtam means Vastunishtam. Who is that? That is Srimad Bhagavatam. So now, what is this Brahman? Now come to this. What is this Brahman? That is explained in the previous line, in the next coming lines. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma iti yasya swarupam uktam. This Brahman's swarupam, the form of the Brahman is explained in where? Is explained in the Taittiriya Upanishad 2:1:1 by this mantra Satyam Gnanam Anantam. That means whose Swarupa is explained by the Taittiriya Upanishad statement, this statement, that is Brahman. Okay. Next. What else? Yena ashrutam srutam bhavati. This is Chandogya Upanishad statement. This is Taittiriya. And Chandogya is saying, what it is saying about this Brahman? Yena ashrutam srutam bhavati. Yena ashrutam srutam bhavati. First of all, you know the meaning of this Satyam Gnana Anantam Brahma. Anantam Brahma. You know, Satyam means it is existent, it is real, it is having existence. Gnanam means it is conscious. Anantam means it is infinite, unlimited. Anantam means, and that is Brahma. That means this statement is describing the Swarupa of Brahman. And one more thing we are knowing from the Chandogya Upanishad. What Chandogya Upanishad is saying? Chandogya Upanishad is saying, Yena asrutam srutam bhavati. By whom unheard thing will become the heard thing. Unheard one will become the heard one. That means by knowing whom, you will be coming to know, or otherwise you will be the knower of everything. By knowing whom, you will become the knower of everything. That is Brahman. This is based upon Chandogya Upanishad. Yena asrutam srutam bhavati. This is the one more. That means what is Brahman? We are just understanding from the various Upanishads. Because Sarva Vedanta Saram is said now. This Brahman is Sarva Vedanta Saram. So what about what they are saying about this Brahman? Especially now we are seeing what is this Brahman that we are understanding from the various Upanishads. Vedanta means Upanishads. So what the Upanishads are saying about this Brahman is Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Upanishads are saying. And also Upanishads are saying, that's Chandogya Upanishad. What it is saying about Brahman? Yena asrutam srutam bhavati. Next, that means by knowing whom, you will become the knower of everything. Next, one more Upanishad is coming. That is, one more Chandogya Upanishad is coming and saying, what they are saying? Sadaiva saumyedam agra asit. Sadeva saumya. Saumyedam agra asit. Edam. Okay, this. Edamagra asit means, what is the meaning of this? What? What it is saying, what it's saying, what is the meaning of this statement? Sat eva. Sat means absolute truth. Sat means satyam. This. That is Brahma. Sat eva saumya. Saumya means, oh my dear, my dearest one. Idam. Idam means this material world. Agre. That means before to this material world. Sat eva asit. Only Brahman is there. That's why Brahman is the cause of everything. That's why it is the cause of this creation, this material world. So Brahman is the cause. What he is saying, Ityadina Nikila Jagadeka Karanata. It is only the cause. Because there is no other one is there before the creation. That's why it is only the cause for this Jagat. That is Brahman. So these three statements are, this is also Chandogya, are telling about the Brahman. What is this Brahman? And next, Tad Aikshata Bahusyama. Next one is Tad Aikshata Bahusyama. Tad Aikshata Bahusyama means what? What it means? Bahusyama means when Lord desired to become many. Tad Aikshata, he saw that. When Lord desired to become many, then he saw, he glanced, he just looked upon the Prakriti. She understood immediately, and she created this Brahmandas. And Lord entered into those Brahmandas, and he slept for some time, just for the time of the blinking his eyes. So that much time he entered into every Brahmanda and he slept. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was writing on this in the second canto, in the first canto, third chapter. So how this creation? So creation time, what happens? So Karanano Sai Vishnu, already he slept, and he, out of ecstasy, out of his love, out of his ecstasy, so he desired to sleep in one other place. Then he glanced on her. Immediately, what happened? So she understood just sometimes if someone is very dear to you, what will happen? Just by seeing their eyes, you will understand what is their desire. So similarly, she understood the desire of Lord. And oh, that means he wants to have a new place to sleep. Okay, I can create. And immediately she made these so many Brahmandas. And in those Brahmandas, he entered and he slept for the just moment. Karna Sai Vishnu, when he blinks one time, so all the universes are created, and when he just closes his eyes, all the Brahmandas are finished. Open and closing. Itna in this time, Brahmandas are created and finished also. That much time he enters into every Brahmanda in the form of Garbhoda Sai Vishnu, and he lies down, and after that he feels okay, boring, out. He comes out. Like this he explained. So here we see Tadaikshata. That's why he saw her. Or otherwise he just out of fun he wants to become many. Because Srishti Lila is also Lord's, is out of ecstasy only. He is not having any purpose. Let me create this material world and all the people will be glorifying me, or otherwise they will be having some this, that, nothing. So it is not his a bondage actually. Any purpose is there. Just out of ecstasy only, he does this. So tadaikshata bahusyama. Next, what else? What else we can know about the Brahman? Brahman is, this is also from where? Tadaikshata bahusyama. It is also from Chandogya Upanishad. This is also Chandogya Upanishad. So from this, what we are understanding, Tadaikshata Bahusyama, Lord is having the Lord is Satya Sankalpaha. That means whatever he thinks, that will become true. But yourself and myself and ourselves generally, whatever we desire, it will not become true. May become, may not become, not necessary. But in the case of Lord, if he thinks it should happen, it will happen. That's all. Immediately, Satya Sankalpaha. So cha yasya pratipadita. So like means in all these Upanishads, who is established? Brahman. Brahman is established. And Brahman is established. And this Brahman, what he wants to do? He wants to do what he wants. So you see another one more sentence. Brahman tena brahmana sarupa shaktivyam sarva bruhattamena sadham anena jivena atmana iti tadiyokta tadiyoktau idanta nirdeshena tatah binnatvepi atmata nirdeshena तदांश विशेषत्वेन लब्धस्य बादरायण समाधि दृष्टयुक्तेः अति अभिन्नता रहितस्य जीवात्मनो यदेकत्वं तत्त्वमसि इत्यादौ ज्ञाता तदंश भूता चिद्रूपत्वेन समानाकारता तदेव लक्षणं प्रथमतः ज्ञाने साधकतमं यस्य. Such a big line, this line. Now anyway, now we'll understand this line. Then after that, you can see the translation. It will become easy. So now, first of all, explanation I will do. Brahman is discussed in these many Upanishads in this way. He is Satya Sankalpa. He is the original cause of creation. And by knowing him, everything will be known. And this, the Swarupa is the Swarupa of the Brahman is eternal and is conscious, and he is unlimited. So like this, we heard about the Brahman in the Upanishads, and that Brahman is superior to everything. Now I am making a box. So these are the, in the green boxes, whatever is there, that is Upanishad statement. In green boxes, whatever is the Upanishad statements. And now, audible my sound, my Hare Krishna. Bhavagrahi Prabhu, is audible? It is saying my internet connection is something
Yes, Prabhu, audible.
audible. So this Brahman is superior to everything. Sarva Bruhattamena. Sarva Bruhattama. That means he is the biggest than everyone. He is biggest among all. Because of this Brahman, because of its Swarupa. Because of Swarupa and Shakti. Swarupa means form and Shakti. Swarupa Shakti Bhyam. It's a Divachana actually. Because of its Swarupa, which means Brahman. Brahman, by its Swarupa and Shakti, due to these two, it is biggest among all. Sarva Bruhattama. That means it is superior to everything. Brahman is superior to everything. What is the reason? The reason is this. It is superior to everything because of its Swarupa and because of its Shakti. This point we understood. Now, this Brahman is doing what? Brahman is superior to everyone. And that Brahman is doing what? Jivena, anena, jivena, atmana. Jivena, atmana, iti, tadiyoktau, idam tani deshena. Now one more Chandogya Upanishad is coming. Chandogya Upanishad statement is, what is that statement? The statement is, Anena jivena atmana anupravishya nama rupe vyakaranani. This is one more statement. Anena jivena atmana. Very important, this statement. Here only logic is there. Anena jivena atmana. In the Mula, you will be seeing only Anena Jivena Atmana, this much only, but I am completing this, that sentence. This is also Chandogya Upanishad statement. Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya. 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 Nama Rupe Vyakaranan Vyakaravani. Nama Rupe Vyakaravani. Vyakaravani or Vyakarana. This is also Chandogya statement. That's why I put in the blue color. Blue. This is Chandogya Upanishad. That means the Brahman which is superior to everyone, that Brahman, and also which is defined in these Upanishads in this way, in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that Brahman is what it is doing? Anena jivena atmana anupravishya nama rupe vyakaranani. The meaning of the statement is, this statement meaning is, this Brahman is entering into the matter along with the Jiva, which is Atma. So after entering, Anupravisha means after entering, it is getting the name and form. It is claiming the different names and forms. Okay. This is the Chandogya Upanishad statement. This is also Chandogya Upanishad statement. How to increase this space? Only this much. Acha. Okay. Now we can write here. And next, this Brahman is entering. Anena means this. Anena Jivana means with this Jiva. Tritiya is there, Jivana. That's why with this Jiva, that is Atma. So this Brahman is with this Jiva, Anupravisha means entering into the matter and claiming various names and forms. That means in the form of Paramatma, it is entering into the matter and it is getting. So here the main important point, getting the various names and forms. The main important point is this, Anena and Atmana. These two things we should take. Anena and Atmana. Anena means is indicating this. Anena means but with this. So that means from this statement you are understanding clearly Brahman is different from the Jivatma. Actually, this statement who is saying, so that Supreme Lord himself is saying here, Aham anena jivena atmana anupravishya nama rupe vyakaranani. That means I, after entering into matter along with the Jivatma, so this Jivatma, so I claim various names and forms. I am becoming the various, so these, that, various names and forms. Your name, that means he is also entering into everybody, everyone's body. And that's why he's getting the various names and forms. Means your name is like Lord's name. Your name is Lord's name means this is not a very much important discussion. We have to see that means here main focus is, what is this? Brahman is entering into the matter along with this Jivatma. This is indicating Jiva is different. Idam ta nirdeshena tatah binnatve api. So that means this is indicating that Brahman is different from Jivatma. Because this word is used, this word is indicating difference between Jiva and Brahman. Along with Jiva, Brahman is entering, so that means Jiva is different. And what else is said? Atmana is said. This Atmana, this word is indicating Jivena Atmana. This Atma is said. And this is indicating what? This is indicating that Jivatma is the part and parcel of Brahman. Atma means tadatmamsha visheshatvena. That means Jiva is the Atma. Atma means Amsha. Atma's meaning is Amsha. So Vibhinna Amsha. Baldev Jabushan is giving here. Atma means here what he is giving. This Jiva Atma is, this word Atma. This Jiva is of course different, and also it is said as Atma. Atma means it is belonging to the Brahman. The Atma of whom? Atma of the Brahman. That means Atma of the Brahman means here is a part and parcel. Is a part and parcel of the Brahman. That's why in this Chandogya Upanishad statement, Atma is indicating that Jiva is part and parcel of Brahman. This is established. So that's a Jiva Goswami what he is writing. By the word anena, this idam tritiya form. If you take idam is the pratipadika, and tritiya of the idam is anena. So that's why if you take it is a tritiya equation, is 3.1. And what is the 1.1 of this? That is idam. Idam means this. So that means this word is indicated for the Jiva. That's why this Jiva is different from the Brahman. That is established. And also Atma Visheshana is also given. For the Jivatma, two Visheshanas are there. Anena is there and Atmana is there. By the Anena, we are seeing the difference between the Jiva and the Brahman. And by the Atma word, so we are seeing so Jiva is part and parcel of the Brahman. So from this, which is also, we have seen, which is also observed in the Vasudev Samadhi also. In the Vasudev Samadhi also, what we are seeing? Badarayana Samadhi Drushta Yuktehe Api Atyabhinnata Rahitasya. According to the Vasudev also, Vasudev is seeing the very much, that means difference. He is not seeing any similarity. Abhinnata means non-difference. Rahitasya, atyabhinnata rahitasya. That means, according to the Vasudev's realization, Jivatma is Jiva, Vasudev's Samadhi. According to Vasudev's Samadhi realization, what we are understanding, Jiva is is realized how? Abhinnata rahitasya. Abhinnata rahitasya means, abhinnata means non-difference. So atyabhinnata, extreme non-difference. So Jiva is, rahita means not. Jiva is not, Atya means fully, is not fully non-different. Jiva is not fully abhinna. Abhinna means non-different. Bhinna means different. Abhinna means non-different. So Jiva is not fully non-different from Brahman. This is observed by the Vasudev in his Samadhi. That means what? Jiva is not fully non-different means Jiva is different. Different from Brahman. Fully not non-different means some difference also is there, some non-difference also is there. Jiva is not fully non-different. So what we have seen, this Chandogya Upanishad also saying same thing. Jiva is different and also it is part and parcel of the Brahman. That means Jiva is not entirely is a separate matter and separate thing, is having no connection, is completely different like that. Fully non-different is there? No. And one is there, oneness is there, it is also is not there. That's why we are saying Jiva is not fully non-different. That's the reason. Should get this. Jiva is not fully non-different. We have seen in the Chandogya Upanishad, that is also we have seen already in the Vasudev Samadhi. So that Brahman is entering into the Brahman with that kind of Jivatma entering into the matter and getting the various names and forms. So now, from this, what we are understanding, Jivatmana yada ekatva. Since Jivatma is not fully non-different from the Brahman, that means there is some similarity. If you say Jivatma is fully non-different, then you cannot find any anything, any similarity you cannot find. But is not fully non-different. That means something, some similarity is expected. So that means that's why Jivatmana yad ekatvam. So from this Chandogya Upanishad, statement, we came to know there is some similarity. Yad ekatvam. So that similarity. So here now, what we can conclude? Some similarity is possible between Jiva and Brahman. Some similarity. Okay. This similarity, some similarity is possible. That similarity we also see. Tattvamasi. So Tattvamasi ityadau gnata tad amshabhuta chidrupatvena samanakarata. There is one more Chandogya Upanishad is coming. What is that Chandogya Upanishad statement? Tattvamasi. 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 Tat Tvamasi. That you. So teacher is saying to the student that you. This is Chandogya Upanishad statement. That is you. That means this statement is showing that similarity. Some similarity is there, we understood, but that is what that we are understanding from this. What is that similarity then? Some similarity is there, then what is that similarity? So from this statement you can understand Tat Tvamasi ityadau. So by this statement Gnata, we can come to know. What is that? What we come to know from this statement? Tadamsha Bhuta. Because Jivatma is a part and parcel of the Brahman. So that's why Tadamsha Bhuta Chidrupatvena. So Chidrupatvena Samanakarata. That similarity is what? is the consciousness. Consciousness. Similarity is consciousness. Samanaga, chidrupatva. That means both Jiva is, since we already came to know from this, Jiva is part and parcel of the Brahman. Since Jiva is part and parcel of the Brahman, so that's why. So what is expected? Tattvamasi, this statement is also saying. So Jiva is Brahman, or Brahman is Jiva, or Jiva is Brahman. So from this statement also we are understanding. So here Jiva is Brahman is said in what sense? Because difference also is there, and still it is said as Jiva is Brahman. Means there is, in what sense this statement is said Tattvamasi? Since both Jivatma is part and parcel of the Brahman, so that's why both are conscious. So in that sense, since both are consciousness, that's why the statement is said like this statement is said Tattvam Asi, that you. Tattvam Asi, that is you. That means absolute truth. That is Brahman. Brahman. Tat means Brahman is you. Tattvamasi, you. This is said with respect to consciousness. That means both. Similarity is the consciousness. Since Jiva is part and parcel of Brahman. That's why we are saying Jiva is Brahman. Or Brahman is Jiva. There's a reason. This similarity, Samanakarata, is Tadeva. Tad means this Samanakarata. This Samanakarata is the what? Is the Lakshana. This Samanakarata is the Lakshana for whom? Or otherwise, this Samanakarata is Pradmatah Gnane Sadakatamam. Pradmatah Jane Sadakatamam. This similarity between Jiva and Brahman, this similarity between Jiva and Brahman is useful tool, or is instrument to know Brahman initially. Pradhamatah Jana means to know. Pradhamatah means initially. Twisting. That similarity between the Jiva and Brahman is the tool to know the Brahman initially. Or otherwise, is a tool to know whom. Otherwise, the similarity is a tool to know whom initially. Whom? That is the Vastu. That Vastu is what? That is Brahman. That is Brahman. Now we'll take the questions. Let us see. Any question? Yes, Prabhu. Vikas, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So I believe, like as you say, like consciousness, Prabhu, is lakshanam. Right? Consciousness is lakshanam. Now, if it is lakshanam, Prabhu, we earlier learned that any objects are defined by its lakshanam. And if you take away that lakshanam, then that object is not the object which you were looking, or which you were
Yes.
defining. So here we are saying that consciousness is the lakshanam of Jiva and Brahman both.
No. What I am saying, the similarity between Jiva and Brahman is the Lakshana. Lakshana means what? Is the tool. Is a tool to know initially the initially whom. Or otherwise, Lakshana means here is the tool to know initially.
So through your
Shall I explain again?
So, no, I get that, Prabhu. So you're saying that the Chetana or consciousness is the tool to realize the Brahman, to understand the Brahman.
Yeah.
Right.
One example is given. I think maybe if I say example, then it will be more clear. Let me finish this one more line, then I will come to take. I will take. If you others say anyone have any doubt, any question in this? No, no. Simple. What we did in this till now, very simple thing we did. Brahmatmaikatva lakshanam that we are discussing. So here Brahmatmaikatva lakshanam we are discussing. So in this, what is Brahman? We have so many, that means statements from the Upanishads, they are defining what is Brahman. So that means the object which is defined by this kind of Upanishad statements, that is Brahman. So those statements, what they are saying, that we came to know. Now, next is what Atma means, Jivatma. So what is Jivatma? That is Jivatma is a part and parcel of the Brahman. So that we how we come to know? We came to know this from this statement. Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravisha Nama Rupe Vyakravani. So from this statement we came to know Jivatma is what? Is the object which is different from the Brahman, and also Atma is used here in this statement. So that's why we came to know Jiva is also part and parcel of the Brahman. So that is Jivatma. And Ekatvam, you have to find the Ekatvam. Brahman and Jivatma both have the some Ekatvam. Ekatvam means similarity. So what is that similarity? So from that similarity we are coming to know through the Tattvamasi statement. This Tattvamasi statement is saying, that means Tattvamasi, this statement is saying that is you. This statement is used in what sense? In what sense it is used? So you should come to know, that means the context. So if you see the previous and later context of this statement, you'll understand why this statement is used there. So from this statement we can understand. So the similarity is the chit. That means qualitatively. That means both are chit. So that's why this statement is used. So that means this from this statement we are coming to know the similarity is what? What is that similarity? That similarity is the chitness. Chitness. That means consciousness. Brahman is also consciousness. Jivatma is also consciousness. So that's why we are, since this similarity is there, that's why, so we are saying sometimes in the Upanishads that Brahman is Jiva, or the Tattvamasi. So now we came to know what is that similarity. That is the consciousness. That means conscious, both objects are conscious. So this consciousness is the what? Is the basic, is the lakshana for whom? Or otherwise, this consciousness is the initial, is a weapon, or is a tool to know the Brahman. Is a tool to know the, it is a tool to know initially whom. It is a tool to know whom initially, or starting. So that is Brahman. And that means what is this Brahmatmaikatva Lakshanam means what? The Ekatva means similarity. The similarity between the Jivatma and the similarity between Jivatma and Brahman is Lakshana. Either likely, I wrote already. He is the Lakshana to whom? So he is a Vastu. So now that means that similarity is the consciousness. And that is the Lakshana. Lakshana means initial, it is a tool which is useful to know the object in starting. And
Thank you, Prabhu. That is clear. If you can
yeah,
also, Prabhu, little bit explain me again this one.
each one.
This where we are saying that it is dissimilar, like in this sentence, like Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya Nama Rupe Vyakarani. So I am understanding Anupravishya Nama Rupe Vyakhyani.
Yeah.
How with the Anena Jiven Atmana, this how I'm not fully getting this, like Prabhu, that how
Yeah,
this.
I will tell you. Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya. This is Upanishad statement, Chandogya Upanishad statement. Aham, you should take Aham also. Aham is the subject. Aham is the subject. Who is that Aham? That is the Ishvara. That is the Paramatma. Paramatma is saying this statement. That's why here Aham you should take. Aham Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya Nama Rupya Vyakaranani. That means let me claim. Vyakaranani means let me claim. Nama and Rupa, names and forms. When after entering, Anupravisha means after entering into the matter that is there, that is also there, into the matter. So after entering into the matter, along with what? This Jivatma, this Jiva, which is Atma. Let me get, I is there, Aham is there, you should Adhyahara. Aham you should take Adhyahara.
Okay.
Aham Nama Rupe Vyakaranani, Vyakaravani. That means let me get names or let me claim names and forms.
Right.
After entering, Anupravisha means after entering into the matter. So along with Anena, Tritiya is there means along with you can take. So that's why along with whom? Entering into the matter along with whom? Along with the Anena Jivena Atmana. Anena means this. That means Lord is saying with this Jivatma means he is different from that Jivatma. He is different from the Jivatma. Otherwise he cannot say this Jivatma.
So
This
Prabhu,
Jiva.
Anena Jiven Atmana is for the Jivatma. These three words are used for Jivatma.
Yes.
And the Aham which has been hidden, that statement is coming from the Lord. Now it is clear. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, bro. Good. Next,
Hare Krishna.
yes, bro.
You also mentioned that somehow Anena Jivana Atmana also makes a case for the oneness between the Brahman and Atma. How does that happen in this shloka?
Here the word Atmana is there, na?
Okay.
Atmana means, so Amsha. Meaning of Atma is Amsha. Atma can have many meanings.
So here Jivana Atma means Amsha of Brahman.
So who is saying? Lord is saying, Supreme Lord.
Yeah.
So he's saying, what he's saying? Anena Jivena Atmana. Atmana means mine. Or otherwise, my part and parcel. Or belonging to me. You can take many meanings. So this Atmana word is establishing this. He is not saying this Jivatma. He is not saying this Jiva. He is saying Anena Jivena Atmana. Atmana Visheshana is also there. This one more adjective, Atmana, is establishing the some similarity between the Jiva and the Ishvara. Okay, that's a Jiva Goswami is saying. Tad Atmamsha Visheshatvena. So Binnatvepi Atmata Nirdeshena Atmamsha Nisheshatvena. So Atma word is indicating similarity. Understood, Prabhu?
Well, if it's my Atma, won't it be, but there the Atma is in Tritiya Vibhakti. So along with mine, with that word,
Not my, Prabhu, you should not take my. I'm just to make you understand, I'm saying. Atmana means Amsha. This, he didn't leave just is saying the Anena Jivena. You are understanding?
so you're saying he could have just said Anena Jivena, but because he also said Anena Jivena Atmana, that's why that is establishing, that's hinting the oneness between Brahman and
Yes.
Atma.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. So Atma, that means Jiva is the Atma. Atma means Amsha. Okay, Ashay Gaurang Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, bro. I was little. I was not able to follow some in between. Fall asleep. This yena shruta bhavati. Just this I not understood.
Okay, Prabhu, no problem. Yena Ashrutam Srutam Bhavati. So that means by whom, Yena means by whom, Ashrutam, that means a non-heard thing, becomes, Bhavati means becomes, Srutam means heard one. By whom non-heard thing will become the heard one.
Yeah. So
That,
what exam? How it happens?
that means, so by whom non-heard thing will become the heard one means, by knowing whom, will be knowing the everything.
Okay.
By
Yasmin
knowing
vigyate
whom,
sarvameva
Yasmin
vigyatam.
Vignate Sarma Vignatam Bhavati.
Like that is
Yes.
meaning.
Yeah, that is the meaning of this Upanishad statement.
Okay.
These four Upanishad statements are telling about the Brahman.
Param Brahma, Krishna. Okay.
Yeah. And this statement, Anena Brahme, Anena Jivana Atmana, is telling the position
Jiva.
of the Jiva. And also difference and non-difference.
Right.
And that exact non-difference is seen in the Tattvamasi. That non-difference is consciousness only is a non-difference. That's why this statement is used. By usage of this statement, you can understand. So that means the context, from the context of the statement, you can understand. So why this statement is there? In what sense this statement is there? Since both objects are conscious, so that's why this is there. That's why. So consciousness is the similarity that we understood. So that means this consciousness is the lakshana for whom? This consciousness, this similarity means consciousness. So that means the similarity between the Jiva and Brahman, which is nothing but the consciousness. That means qualitatively they are consciousness. So that is the lakshana to whom?
That is Jnanana sadhaka. Sadhaka means you said instrument, tool. But there is
Sadhaka
sadhaka
tamam.
tamam. Tamam
Best
means
one.
why the tamam word is used there?
Best one.
Sadhaka tamam. The
Best
topmost sadhana.
Most
Most
useful thing. So yeah, most useful thing. This we can understand very easily by one example. Let us take one person is there, one small boy from the childhood. That means he was in the room only. He was locked in the room for the many years. So maybe he is now wants to understand about the sun. Then what we'll be doing? So the sun rays which are falling, the sun rays which are falling on the window. So those, by showing those rays, you can say to him, so Yeshaha Saha, this is sun. Now I'll make a small picture. This is your house. And it is having the some window. This is window. And this is sun. And here. So you are there. And someone is there, is his house. And he is always in this room only. Janma Prabhuti, Kaschid Gruha Guhao Avaruddaha. That means he was binded. Maybe he is somehow, some reason. So he was kept in this room for this several years. And he didn't come out any day to the outside of that room. And he doesn't know who is son. Then he wants to know about this son. This person wants to know about this son. Then what we will do? So some another ex person is there, some another big person, and how he will make him to understand about the sun. So these sun rays are falling in the window, and this person is telling to this person, "Oh, you see these sun rays." By showing these sun rays, because sun rays and sun are similar, so they are also qualitatively heat and light form. Sun is also qualitatively heat and light form. Qualitatively heat and light. Similarly, this sun rays are also qualitatively heat and light. This is sun also is qualitatively heat and light. But the difference is quantity. The amount of heat and light energy is in the rays is different from the energy which is there in the globe, sun globe. So, but to make him to understand, so by showing these rays, this is sun, you'll be saying or not? Yeshaha Saha, this is only sun. In the similar way, so now the similarity between now this race, you take in the place of the race, you take the Jivatmas, and the sun is in the place of sun, you take Bhagavan. That's a Brahman or otherwise Paramatma, whatever. So you take that. And some ignorant person is wanting to know about the Lord, about the Bhagavan. Then how to make him to understand about the Bhagavan? So then he can make him understand by just showing the Jivatma. See, Jivatma, this is, you can show the difference between the matter and the Jiva. And Jivatma is also, is you only, actually. Is a consciousness, is a knower, and is the enjoyer, and is a doer. And this is a qualitatively, these all qualities are there in the Jiva. And from this you can guess or you can understand that means the bigger amountness of this consciousness, the multiplied amount of this consciousness is nothing but Bhagavan. So that means the similarity between the Jiva and the Bhagavan is that similarity is the tool to understand the Brahman or Bhagavan. That's why this Vastu is what? This Vastu is the one which can be which is having the Lakshana as what? The similarity between this itself with the Jiva. So that is Brahmatma Ekatva Lakshanam. Understood? Why we discussed all this, you might have understood now. Brahmatma Ekatva Lakshanam. What is Brahman? What is Atma? And then that means Jiva. Now the similarity. Then after that, so this is used to know about the Brahman initially. Like example is given. If anyone is completely binded in the room, so he can be from the childhood, he didn't see sun at any time. So you can make him to understand about sun by showing the rays. Similarly, you can understand. So that one sample is with you. That means Jivatma you can directly see. And that Jivatma and the consciousness you can see. The effect of consciousness you can see. I mean, this book is there, or this mobile is there, and it is not consciousness. And Jivatma is consciousness. So that consciousness you can understand. From this you can guess the Brahman. You can understand the Brahman.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
There is two words in this sentence. One is prathamata for the beginners, for starting, and then sadhaka tamam. Tamam word, what exactly means? Because sadhaka tamam is the topmost method, process. So this
topmost instrument, sadhakatamam means is an instrument. In what? Gnane means in knowing. In knowing initially. Pradhamata means initially.
later on bhakti
Pradhamata
will come.
gnane sadhakatamam. Not for the siddhas. In the case of siddhas, this is not useful actually. Because only for the beginners. Otherwise, this similarity knowledge is the useful knowledge or the tool to know about the Brahman for the beginners.
Later on bhakti will come, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. If you don't know this, what is conscious object, so you cannot understand what is Brahman. So that's why if you want to convince anyone, so this is the logic actually, how to convince the atheist. So that's why Srila Prabhupada also says, so can you produce this livingness, this living symptoms, can you bring? Can you manufacture? Can you take, that means can you take the chemicals and make a egg and then hatch it? And can you bring a life in that? It's not possible. That means this is a life. That's a life, it is a symptom of is a Jivatma. And this is the basic understanding to understand the Brahman. Okay. Any questions, Sarvesh Prabhu? You are raising the hand. Hare Krishna.
Internet problem.
Stucking actually, between.
Internet problem.
Any question, anything? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I'll send this file so that you can use it. This rough work where I did, that I will send.